Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, this is going to be a reading on Jill Biden and Melania Trump, the current First Lady of the White House and the former First Lady who could potentially become a First Lady again if we don't eat our vegetables and go out and vote. Jill Biden's been out stumping for her husband. She has a lot of campaign stops. She's been speaking with seniors. She attended Hunter Biden's trial and spoke out with that. So she's been all over the place. Melania has been mostly absent. Allegedly, she was in New York for 10 days while Trump's trial was going on and pretty much locked herself in the apartment. She emerged one time with Barron in tow. Was seen walking around recently with a $13,000 handbag because, whatever. And she's setting to host a fundraiser for Trump called the Log Cabin Republicans. And she'll be doing that in Trump Tower, New York next month. So one is out there on the campaign trail being basically a politician's wife who's a very active one. And the other one's shopping. And having one fundraiser next month. Which one do you thinks that their job as a first lady is important and is doing everything she can to help her husband? And okay, I'm going to leave the snark aside, the nastiness to the side, and which one isn't? I'm only saying that because I couldn't think of something really, really nasty to say. Yeah, entertainment purposes only. Let's start with the light, shall we? Dr. Jill Biden. What's the energy around her as the debates and the elections come forward? Entertainment purposes only. There she is, out there shopping. Oh wait, that would be Melania. There's Jill Biden out there, touting her husband's values. Going out and doing that. It's funny, you could probably do both. Melania is out there having fundraisers, but it's like one a month because, well, she's a mercenary. In this case, Jill Biden, she's out there with her husband. She's got multiple stops over several days. She's busy on the campaign trail. And she's busy because she believes in her husband. She believes in this country and democracy, and she's going to do everything she can to support her husband's election bid. And there ain't no brawl like a drunken hillbilly brawl. Underneath it all is the Five of Wands. She's got a very, very busy schedule. And it's going to be a very busy next 5 months as the election day draws near. She's going to, just like her husband, she's going to give it everything she's got because she understands what's at stake. In the past, you got the Eight of Wands. She understands the values of messaging and being seen, being on television, speaking to groups, being, having your sound bites, as it were, but being out there and being active and doing things, being broadcast, being in the news. Her current situation, this is a big push. She was there for Hunter for his trial, and now she's with her husband. She understands what's at stake, and she's going to give it her biggest push to get this stuff done. Overarching energy, it's because she's a loving wife, and she's a good person, and she wants America to thrive. It's funny, from a short-term historical point of view, there's a happy ending and there's a not so happy ending. She wants the happy ending for us. The lesson to be learned is the Nine of Cups. You want your hopes, wishes, and dreams fulfilled. You want everybody's things fulfilled. You got to get out there and stump. You got to get out there and vote. Why do you need to get out there and vote? Because it's important. Why is it important? Because your democracy is at stake. Your neighbor's rights are at stake. Outcome is the King of Pentacles. she's going from a Knight of Pentacles to a King of Pentacles. So as she goes forward with her message, she's coming across as owning the message, owning the values. Both she and Joe Biden own their values and communicate those values to others. They're showing basically their integrity, that they're truthful, honest people. They're working in your best interest. They're going to push this thing as hard because they want you to succeed and have your hopes, wishes, and dreams fulfilled. Shall we contrast that now? Melania, darling. We'll see. She did a fundraiser in April. That was pretty awesome. She's listed as the headliner of a July 8th for, quote, the nation's largest Republican organization dedicated to representing LGBT conservatives and allies, according to an invitation. That's got to be that log cabin Republicans. Okay, well, good. Nice to see the Republicans reaching out to their LGBTQ community members. Maybe they could tell Martha Ann to stick that rainbow flag right where the sun don't shine. Because, you need the sun to have rainbows and a little bit of water. Or a prism. Or if you're Pink Floyd, you can be on the dark side of the moon. It's all fine. Which is funny, all these people thinking that Pink Floyd is woke. Dude, the album came out, 1973, I believe? Get over yourselves. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Focus. Melania Trump. What's the energy around her as this election season is winding down into the sprint stage here? The Justice card. Oh my. Her mind doesn't appear to be... Maybe she's going to bring a bunch of court cases showing the 2020 election was stolen. No, that's probably not it. There's something else that's on her mind about justice, fairness, maybe about getting what's coming to you. Wow, a couple major arcana. Cross with the Emperor. I think more what's on her mind are Donald Trump's court cases and probably how it impacts her. She's not even thinking about the election. She's thinking about her money. Yeah, she's absolutely thinking about her money. When I've done readings on Melania in the past, I have commented that when she launches the missile, the divorce missile, she's going to do it when Trump is just swarmed with court cases. And it'll be just one more thing for him to have to deal with. That he doesn't have the time, the energy, or the money to deal with. I kept seeing that she was done by the summertime. And she might very well be done, but that doesn't mean she necessarily launches serves him with papers at that point. It could very well happen after the election. And I only say that because of the logical mind that Donald Trump, and there were other articles on this, again, Donald Trump's all about optics. So he's got to have his wife with him as the optic of a happily married man. To him, it would be more successfully married man. And, if he loses the election, he doesn't need that anymore. He's got no use for Melania at that point. If he wins the election, well, he has no more use for Melania at that point because he's going to be dictator for life. So pretty much November 2nd is Melania's last day in Trump's life, as it were. But I think she's concerned about his legal entanglements and the upcoming legal entanglements and what it's going to do for their financial situation, specifically her financial situation. In the past, you got the Four of Swords. She's been quiet. She's been absent. She's lying in wait. Lying in a state of lying in wait. Yeah, where's Melania? We haven't seen her. Current situation, she's chained to the devil. She's renegotiated her prenup several times. I think I do think that if she feels like Donald Trump's going to lose everything, she's going to jettison and take what she can get. If she thinks that Trump's going to make it through the election and there'll still be money left, and that's part of her agreement with her prenup with Trump, then she'll last that long. I'm more thinking she won't hit him with the divorce missile until after the election. That, to me, makes sense. But that doesn't mean she's going to be faithful to him. That doesn't mean she's going to be, pounding the campaign trail. I'm going to just leave the word pounding. You might be pounding something else, but it's not going to be the campaign trail. Oh, entertainment purposes only. The overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to help this guy out. It's not her jam. And what's worse, when you've got this Justice card and the Emperor here, she's just like, she's so tired of him. She's tired of him. She's tired of supporting him. She's tired of all of it. She just wants to go. She is, just having to be patient just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. The lesson to be learned is the Five of Swords. She's in it for herself. She's in it to win it. And if she can make it to basically to the end of this year, I think she will have secured everything in her prenup that she needed to secure. Again, I do not think after November 2nd, I don't think Trump needs Melania anymore. Barron's 18. So he doesn't need her taking care of the kid. He wants her there because, again, it's about optics and looking like a successfully married man trying to be the president. Once he's there, he doesn't need a first lady. Because he won't be reelected. He can't get reelected, nor would he ever expect there to be elections again. It's kind of like the Stormy Daniels payment, right? If you don't pay her before the election, then one of two things can happen. You're going to win the election, in which case you don't care about paying her because you've already won. Who cares what she says? And two, if you lose, you didn't care anyways. It's the same thing with Melania and her prenup. Out comes the Three of Wands. Yeah, she's planning her exit. She's planning her next moves, and her next moves aren't about the fundraisers with the log cabin people. Maybe it is. She's got some things that she said she's going to do. She's made her choices. But ultimately, she's getting ready to leave. So, Jill Biden's out there stumping for her husband. Melania's out there trying to stump her husband. Where's Melania? Look under the couch. She's behind the curtain. She's next to the TV set. The one you threw the ketchup bottle at. Ooh, here's going to be an interesting question. At the end of the year, we'll move it just a little bit past November, shall we? By the end of the year, even like the winter solstice, what's the energy around Jill Biden? How will she be feeling at the end of the year? Say winter solstice of 2024. How will she be doing? The Moon card. Things to be revealed. What's going to be crossing that? Not sure what that is. Good Lord. Okay, so how Jill Biden doing at the end of the year? You got the Moon card crossed with the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think there's stuff either going on with Trump, or there could be something going on with her. Maybe with her health, but three major arcana. The Moon card, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. I don't think this is her like saying, it's another 4 years chained as the first lady. I mean, it could be something like that, but it's. Who is calling me? My brother. We've got some confusion, some mystery here, and it's self-selected. Now, again, this could be Trump just trying to challenge the election, and that's causing anxiety. But we got some big ticket items here. Let's see what how things look as they come out here. What do we have in the past? The past, we got the Five of Pentacles. Being out in the cold. Now, you can look at this and say, oh, Biden's are going to lose. I don't think that's it. I really don't think that's it at all. This might be health related. There might be some health stuff going on here. We got the Justice card. There's the Emperor again. I did put those in different spots, and they're back together again. Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Does Trump flee? I think what happens here by the end of the year, what's happening is there's still confusion in the United States. Trump is still, saying the election was stolen, it was rigged, the voting machines were done. We got the Five of Coins. People feeling like they're left out in the cold, like voters dissatisfied with things. But we got the Justice card here with the Emperor overarching. But just, I think there's going to be, again, it's a repeat. There's going to be repeats about the election that we will work through it. The courts are in place, though, as is Congress. In this case, despite the fact that the Supreme Court seems highly compromised, the courts are more prepared now than they were 4 years ago, and Trump's not in power, Biden's in power. And for the folks that are saying that there's election fraud, it's kind of prove it. Go to court, bring your evidence. Let's see what's going on. But this time, Trump doesn't have the levers of power with which to do things. There's a burden here. Now, is this a health issue? If this was a health issue, it's something's being revealed that could be a health issue here. This Five of Pentacles would be that. There's could be treatments for it, or it's like a diagnosed thing. For her or her husband, there's treatments, but they're not the greatest. It's just going to be difficult. There's something going on with her at the end of the year, and I don't know if it's interference with the election or if there's like a health issue or something like that. There's something big, though. I mean, look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana in the reading and one underneath it. So there's something big that's going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. You got the Devil card, the Moon card, the Justice card, and the Emperor card. And the Justice and Emperor card seem to me to be about elections and stuff like that. The Moon and the Devil card, that would be about confusion and Trump causing confusion. Underneath is the Wheel of Fortune. It's, a process that we're working through. And the thing is, because they haven't arrested all the coup members and prosecuted them, it gives the opportunity for another coup. I think that's what's going on with it. I'm sorry if that's not a very satisfying answer. I'm not very satisfied myself with it. I'm going to just chalk that up as those are my best guesses, and I really don't know what that means. Sorry. I'll try not to force a square peg into a round hole. I have a tendency to want to do that. What about Melania? What's the end of the year looking like for Melania? That reading right there would have made a whole lot more sense for Melania than it did for Jill Biden. I kept thinking that I was doing it, but I asked. You want to show me Melania first? That's fine, but I was going to ask anyways, and you know that. You could just give me Melania second. That'd have been fine too. Ace of Swords. I swear these things got reversed. Melania's got a new goal in life. I swear these things got reversed because these were Jill Biden's cards. Melania, Ace of Swords, she's got a new lease on life, and you got the Mercenary card here. And there ain't no brawl by the drunken hillbilly. These are exactly Jill Biden's cards, aren't they? These are the same cards I got for Jill Biden, almost in the same places. Pass Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. There's the double card. Two of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, so what's happening with Melania? She's got a new goal in life, and it's not carrying Donald Trump's water anymore. In the past, you got the Ace of Pentacles. I think she's met her prenup. There's a lot of turmoil going on here. There's a plan that's in place that's being enacted. She might be unchaining herself from the devil, and she has to decide what she's going to do next. And underneath it all is the Page of Swords involving a young person. I think she's making her decision as to when she decides to dump the Trump on this one. The lesson to be learned is, her timing. She's been waiting for timing on this one, and it looks like her timing worked out. She's made the big money. And now she's going to leave with her money. And it's chaos that's happening with Trump. So I do think by the end of the year, Melania's made her exit on this one. Emotionally, I think she's already gone. Physically, I think she's going to go before that. It's just that she won't have served him the papers. You know what I mean? Because probably the letter of the agreement is that, we stay married through such and such a date, and then we're done. But it doesn't say anything about her having to domicile with him, cook him meals, wipe his butt. The normal things wives do for their husbands when they love them. Or the other way around. I don't think Donald Trump cooks, do you? He just orders hamburgers and ketchup. Two very different people. It's interesting, though, that Melania's cards are very similar to Jill Biden's right now. And I guess it's kind of maybe what the vibe is. Jill's doing it because she believes in it and she sees the future with it. Melania is going to do something at the end of the year because she believes in it. It's for her, and she's going to do it, and she's going to believe in it. We shall see. All right, I'll leave you here with this one. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your likes, shares, comments, everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm so this video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.